Good afternoon from Yammy BTV. Wishing you all well today. Sending loads of love and hoping your day's going the best it possibly can so far. And following on from yesterday, we're going to do another talk and story today as well. In those early days, we're going to go way, way back to 1985, 86, when I just finished Aylesbury as a young kid, as a 15, 16, 17-year-old, and come out like a 19 and a half, 20 kind of thing, having served most of that as a young boy. Now I'm out there again, going on with my madness and, committing crimes, basically. So Ashford itself, an absolute shithole. Manky walls. You had to wee in a pot. You don't. The basins are dirty. The sink, the recess, horrible place. They had a dining hall around the corner where everyone eats, and loads of fights happen in that dining room. We've talked about it in the past. And then you've got being there, and you've got your missus. Now, my first real relationship with my son's mother, right, from Brixton, that I believe was the first time I felt real love. It was tangled, it was obsessive, and the closest person that I ever got to after the early bad start. And she was visiting, she was in, up to things as well, in that life as well. So we both combined together in a criminal way, but also in a real deep love way. So now I'm in prison again. Like, I've been arrested for 3-in-1 on Balcombe Street, where the siege was, actually, unfortunately, sadly, but that's how it went with my life. And I basically got caught away from there, and I'm in the dock again. But months before, Sir Ivan Rigby, the magistrate, had given me a squeeze for one burglary. He gave me bail, but now I've got these three, but I want bail again. And I'm thinking I can get it, or you never know. So I'm saying, my missus coming up, all the nice clothes I'm getting. Them days on remand, you get loads of drink and food, and you could bring it back and share it with the other boys. But at night, I used to curl up like a baby. The love of thinking you get torn up, aggressive thing. This is as a young kid, really. So I was thinking, right or wrongly, who knows, that she might have been doing things with friends and blah. And that was killing me at night, almost tearful, crying like a baby. So I know that my case is coming up soon. So I've been on remand about 6 weeks or something, waiting for the committal. Because remember, I've got another case outstanding. We've got to see what this one is. So you're going to go to Marylebone Magistrates, right? From that way, where I was a West London man. And the courtrooms, like, you've got the single cells there, because, you come in a sweatbox and things from Ashford to the courts. Everybody's going in different directions. But Marylebone was situated with cells round there. And then when the courts are starting to run, they bring you round to a cage where all of you sit. So your solicitors come to the gate and everybody's talking at the same time, passing cigarettes and all that kind of stuff. And they're talking about bail. This is how it works. And some, you see the faces of some, I can't get bail. And some people crying they never got bail. Some people are delighted that they got bail. I know what that feeling felt like, but I wanted to feel it again. One, because of the love. And one, because, I didn't want to be in prison at that time, because, I was up to no good. And it was probably about that time, the longest I'd ever been out. I think 5 months or something, around about that time. So that's how it was. So you get that. And I'm coming now to the court. So we're in reception in Ashford, like I said to you, full up as well. And I'm thinking all the way there. So you get on the sweatbox, and I'm in the cubicle, and I'm looking out the windows as I'm going by. I'm thinking, come on, please. I got to get bail today. Because I could feel things not right with the missus. I'm thinking, I'm expecting bad news. Good intuition as well. So then you get in the sweatbox, you get to the court, then the gate opens, the electric gate. So I'm scanning and I'm thinking, you know what? Today, if you don't get it, what you going to do? You got to go back there and wait for trial and thing for months. And I weren't really feeling that. So I was scanning everything, but not really half thinking about whether I leg it or try a daring move or whatever. But it was in my mind. But I wanted to see my missus first in court. She used to be sitting in the gallery when I used to come up the stairs. So we go through the gate. We're around the corner, the small cells. Yeah, you're right, Yammy. Yeah, anything, coffee, yeah. Da, 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 da. And then when the courts start, they bring you round to the cage. That's how it is. I've just said that already. So now I'm there. So I'm at the gate, and Mr. B, my solicitor, a great one, really, comes to the gate and says, Yammy, listen, I'm going to go for bail. You've got sureties. You've got Eddie to do it for you, but you're in front of Survivor Rigby. My heart sank. I said, no, not Survivor Rigby. Everyone was frightened of Survivor Rigby, the magistrate, because he don't let no one out. But he let me out once before, and everybody was shocked, because he didn't expect it, and them days as well. Remember, the police had to go in the box as well, and they'd ask them, are you objecting to bail? Is he allowed out? How do you feel about that? It doesn't happen now in the magistrate's court. So I'm in the magistrate's court, and he passes a letter to me, and I open it. I'm opening it, and I'm seeing the first few lines, and it says, I think it's best that we part, and you go your way, I'll go mine. Remember, she's pregnant then at that time as well. And I'm still believing that it's 4 months she's pregnant, but I can't see the bump. And so immature and silly. I'm thinking that there's not going to be a baby. You see what I mean? This is how I used to think and get paranoid thoughts about not trusting, But yeah, the belly was going to get bigger. But when I read, oh, we should part, I said to myself, oh no, I just gave him back the letter. I said to him, cool. He goes, Yammy, you needed that. She's upstairs now and she's very, very, she's crying and blah, blah, blah. I thought, oh no, not left alone again. So I've gone up. So it's my turn now. Heart's beating hard. I'm thinking, I've got to get out there. I've got to see her. I love her. And the bait, if there is, I want to be out, like that. Gone upstairs. I'll never forget it. I appeared up there, and them days you got a guard sitting there, and then you got the dock there, and then you look to the left, and there's the gallery, but you look straight ahead, and it's him. So my solicitor, the policeman's gone up there. He said, no, we object to bail. Survivor Rigby's looking, and this was a real. He was very, very serious, frightening, man. You don't want to go in front of judges like that, honestly. They're in the right, really. You see what I mean? So I'm staring at him, trying to make my face look sad. I know I tried to be there like that, like I was thinking. And my solicitor's he went like that to my solicitor. You sit. He went like this. Sorry, no. We'll do it this way. He went like that. Look, you sit down, Mr. B. You persuaded me with your eloquence last time. Sit down. I won't be listening to that today. As soon as I heard that, I knew that I wasn't getting bail. So he went like that. Stand up, please, Samson. So I stood up and I'm looking at him on the old thing where you got your hands behind your back. This is him. I have never, ever in all my life seen such a young man with so much burglary previous. I goes, he's a career criminal, isn't he? Isn't he? That's what he does. He breaks into people's homes and steals their belongings. I was looking at him like that. He goes, now, Samson, you've got one case, you've got another. I commit all of them as soon as I heard commit, woof, leapt over the dock. Everyone was stunned. Jumped over, vaulted to the left, through the door, pushing the swing doors, running down the corridor. Everybody's like, it's in the morning because everyone, the corridors are rammed with solicitors and court cases, at that time as well. I'm bumping into people as I'm running through the corridor. So they're trying to trick me up, a couple legs. They see me go, oi, and then trying to nudge me, but I made it. I got to the door and I'm thinking, this burly man, he's come towards me, but he was sitting in a chair at the desk where he must sign in, whatever, when they come through the doors. But he went to stand up, but he slipped on the chair. So I came running out the door. I'm on Marylebone Road and I've reached the traffic lights. I'm running, but I can see everybody running behind me and my missus running too. But I'm looking. I've got nowhere to go. Everyone's surrounding me. Marylebone's busy. I got to the middle of the road and then they all jumped on me. The traffic was stopped. I got wrapped up and I'm lying on the floor and they're there. I'm breathing hard. She looks over with the rest of them and says, sorry, Sam, I didn't mean that really. I won't ever leave you. I love you. And I just looked and I thought to myself, why couldn't you have said that in the letter beforehand? Would it have mattered? I don't know. But I got caught and got added time as well. Sending love. I'll be up soon.